Hello everyone, this is the day 5 of PhonicFriday. Hope everybody is trying to keep themselves busy and hopefully I guess everybody got used to remote work and staying back at home. Today I am going to read one of my blogs. The blog name is The Turning Point. I always heard that you find your turning point in a life or in a career. Did you guys ever heard about this turning point or experienced it so far? Any point of time in your life or in your career? Turning point. What it is exactly? How does it happen? When do you realize it? How can it help someone to grow, move in a right direction? According to me, it is generally a point or moment where one realizes his or her own esteem and takes some actions to achieve that. It's not required to happen it to everyone. But most of the times, you always seek for good things and someday find this turning point and then just climb up high in your career or in your life. When you look back, you always remember this point or phase where you recognize that this was your turning point in a career or in a life. As I always keep looking to grow and want to be a wealthiest person, obviously much more interested to learn about this turning point. Then I started looking for books or some articles or blogs online. Read lots of things around it. A lot of successful entrepreneurs explained their turning points, which in turn changed their businesses. A lot of professionals who chosen the different path in their career and in turn just everything changed for them and so on. Found lot of material around it. Then I came across this very interesting blog on it where writer says, "We believe that somehow destiny selects these people in secrecy and decides to give them extraordinary paths to follow, leaving the rest of us with no hope of achieving great things. And while it's true that many successful people are intelligent and possess some natural ability, most of the people I have worked with over the years can look back into their histories and pinpoint key turning points that drove them down their career path. And no, that turning point did not include destiny holding a sign with an arrow reading, 'This way we are expecting you.' But if it's not Lady Destiny with a sign, then what is a turning point? It can be defined as a subtle or stark shift set in motion by a person, event, or epiphany that has sent you down a different path and in the process transformed what you were into what have now become." I couldn't agree more on this point, but still not a true destiny believer either. As the writer further mentions that sometimes one identifies a turning point immediately, sometimes it takes years to identify it, or sometimes turning point happens before even one is born, kind of a true destiny. Also, turning point can happen any number of times in a life or in a career. I am sure I am not the one who falls under the third category. I feel one of my turning point in a life happened when I decided to stand for something which was entirely in my hands, not on my luck, don't like to rely on it, and came to pursue my further studies in my dream country. In a way, I was lucky because I had a whole family support who can support my decision, which a lot of people lack most of the times. When I made my choice to come for masters, I was not aware of whether this is going to be my turning point in a life or not, as I had a good career before, good life before, which I left behind. Except certain traditions or thought processes which I don't support, Everything was perfect in my life. But now, I feel my decision was a great choice for my career as well as for my life. So might be sometimes you realize it when you look back. Same I feel now. My decision to pursue my masters was somehow a turning point for me. But does that mean I am successful? According to me, I am not, as I am still seeking a career growth, leadership roles, more financial stability. For me, biggest aspect to be independent in this aspect, as well as feel that every woman needs to be financially independent and stable. And along with that, I have a big dream. I remember we discussed this in my prior blog that success has many factors involved. So turning point and success might be or might not be correlated. When any person thinks about it, this is really a very hard thing to find, isn't it? So-called the turning point. Definitely proper analysis, decisions, career choices, people network help you to identify one. But still, it is a combination of hard work plus destiny. Also, it's not always necessary that this turning point can bring positive things in your life or in your career. It might be possible that some of your decisions went wrong. But one thing is sure about this turning point is that it brings change either in your favor or in your oppose. I am very keen to know your stories around this turning point. Do you believe in it or not? How did you realize it in your career or in your life? What changes did it make or brought in your life or in your career? Can it happen only once in a life or in a career? Please do write me your thoughts around it. I'm sure I would be able to learn more from your experiences. And as I always say, until we meet, happy leading and let's live together. Stay safe. Bye for now. See you next Friday.